On to Labor Day celebrations, and President William Ruto has proposed a 6% wage increment for low-income earners in the country. Speaking during the Labor Day celebrations, the president pegged his wage increment proposals to an improved macroeconomic environment as he directed the Labor Ministry to iron out the modalities of how the increment will be implemented. Now, if approved, the increment will be the first under the Ruto administration, but will fall short of the last minimum wage increment that had low-income workers enjoy a 12% jump in earnings back in 2022. Our very own Jimmy Mbogo has more.
In his second Labor Day celebration as the head of state, President William Ruto moved to appease workers who have been on the receiving end of high taxation that has seen their incomes decrease. The president proposing a minimum wage increment to cushion low-income earners, noting that the country has seen an improvement in its macro environment, necessitating the increment.
So wacha tupeleke president pole pole na tumwangalie tumuchunge na yeye atatuchunga. Na tunaomba yeye atupatie 22.5% or whatever he has put in his pockets.
Mimi nataka sasa nimwambie waziri wetu wa leba aite kamati ile inahusika na waketi chini, minimum wage tuongeze at least minimum by 6%, na mutaniambia vile hesabu hiyo itafanyika.
The proposals from the president coming on the back of strong calls from the Federation of Kenya Employers FKE to delink wages conversation from the Labor Day celebration. According to FKE Chief Executive Officer Jacqueline Mugo, the government should not only be focusing on wage increment but on how to support business, which in turn creates a ripple effect of economic opportunities that benefit workers, insisting that businesses require time to adjust to any wage increment.
But the reality is that there is no legal framework that supports general wage increases in Kenya. This, in fact, would negate freedom of enterprise. The determination of wage review beyond the minimum wages that we often discuss, which are set by the state, is done through negotiation of collective bargaining agreements or at employment contract level.
The Labor Day celebration also brought to the fore the need to reform labor laws to cushion digital workers, with the Labor Cabinet Secretary Florence Bore acknowledging the shift in labor dynamics as countries adapt digitization.
The new jobs in the digital and gig economy come with limitations on how work is organized and regulated, with workers having limited job security, restricted access to social protection, career progression, and the lack in the right to organize collectively.
We are dedicated to updating labor laws to protect workers in today's evolving market. We are also committed to relevant government and private sector entities to expedite policy development and legal frameworks for this dynamic sector, ensuring full protection of workers' rights.
The directive by the president to the Wages Council to increase the minimum wage by 6% now remains just a promise awaiting negotiation and approval. And with no timelines in sight, workers may have to wait indefinitely for this to come to fruition. Jimmy Mbogo, Citizen TV, Nairobi.